It's still going to be a warm one today. Welcome in Western Slope. I'm Dalen Brazelton. Let's talk about your weather. Folks, we're seeing some unseasonably warm conditions yet again, as has been the trend for almost the entirety of December. I think maybe the first half of the week of the first of the month was the only time that we haven't seen these above average temperatures so far. And spoiler alert, that's going to continue into Christmas as well. We're seeing potentially another record-breaking day after yesterday absolutely shattered the daily high record. That used to be 54 degrees. Today we're hanging out once again in those 60s with dry and windy conditions, a little bit of extra cloud coverage as well for today. And then yes, like we've been talking about it's still on our radar. Rain on Christmas Day itself. Going to be an interesting one. Let's talk about what you can expect for today though. We're waking up to 43 degrees in Grand Junction. Pretty warm over here in GJ. Glade Park and Paonia is seeing similar conditions. And then you got Nucla in the mid-30s with Delta and Montrose being the only ones in our immediate forecasting range that are below freezing to start off the day. And Grand Junction not really poised to be seeing below freezing temperatures for the next couple of days. I think it's after Christmas is the next time that we even see below freezing overnight lows. In the meantime, this is what we're stuck with here, folks. Those mid-30s kind of pushing into the upper 30s for the morning hours, and then we're off to the races from there. Only 1 hour of those 40s before the 50s take over at 10 o'clock, and then 60 degrees by 1 p.m. A lot of cloud coverage expected for the day, so kind of factor that into your day. We are sure that's going to make for a gorgeous sunrise, to say the least. And then we're peaking at 62 degrees once again around 2 to 3 p.m. for today. And then we're talking about these record-breaking temperatures. That has been the case. Back in 1955, we saw 60 degrees. If we do actually hit our high of 62 today, then we will once again break the record, but we're a lot more likely to tie it compared to yesterday's 54, where we just absolutely shattered that. But this is something that I do want to talk about here. The averages for the day were supposed to be around 37 degrees. That's going to not even be the case for the overnight lows tonight. The overnight lows are 4 degrees above that, so we are insanely above average for those temperatures. On that Cozy Cat forecast, though, this week, we've got Lana hanging out with us, and that at least puts my mind at ease a bit. We do have some very high wind speeds for Grand Junction this morning. That's going to be kind of the big story for the morning hours, is those partly cloudy skies. Temperatures already warming up pretty intensely, and then 14-mile-an-hour wind speeds for the daytime side before things kind of start to die down for the afternoon. Now, while they're dying down for Grand Junction, the same can't be said for areas like Montrose, where they're going to be pretty consistently in those double digits all morning long. And then as we head into the afternoon, areas like Glade Park are also going to get tacked onto that as well. Grand Junction seeing a fair amount of that wind, but not as strong as the Uncompahgre as well as Glade Park at the very least. But we could be seeing winds gust up to 20 plus miles an hour for the morning. And then typically when we see that die down during the afternoon, we see it become nearly negligible. That's not really the case. We could be seeing some of that wind stick around all day long today on top of these unseasonably warm temperatures. Like we mentioned, we're not quite doubled our temp, but we're from our averages. But let me tell you, we're getting a lot closer than I'm comfortable with. Christmas itself seeing 60 degrees in Grand Junction, and then that's when we start to see those temperatures drop down a little bit with some chances of rain and snowfall really keeping things cool. So 80% chances of showers on Christmas for Grand Junction, 60 degrees, overnight lows not getting below freezing until maybe Saturday, maybe Friday, but even that's not looking too promising at this point in time. Montrose slightly cooler, no more 60s for the week, but it's going to be a lot more cloudy, and then chances for showers on Christmas Eve a little bit more likely. So get ready for a wet Christmas ahead.